But my brother told me, no, if somebody says some stupid shit to you, you punch them in the face. And so, you know what I'm saying? And then I started to change my outlook on life, especially when I started to learn about hip hop, man. And I came into listening to your work. You know what I'm saying? When I heard rhymes like, took a piece of America back, but who had it first? Hit an Indian curse, robbed and stole so many, so much it ain't funny.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
Money, yeah. Well, the thing is, like, the Public Enemy came about to tell, you know, especially black folk here in the United States, to not cut yourself from the rest, you know. And the thing about it, when you have the rest of the world and the diaspora kind of showing the way how not to be a slave in the United States of America by embracing the world, it'll save you, even down to the medicine right now. Because there's a whole bunch of people talking like, well, how come Africans ain't getting it? And they don't really know the facts about all the different areas in there. So the facts is what will set you free. And the connection, since people got all these gadgets, if you ain't got a connection outside the United States of America, man, they'll tell you anything. And I've been saying for the last 4 years, regardless of what you think who you are and who you think you are here, the rest of the world been looking at this country like the clown show, man.
So and Chuck, and I want to say that I want to say this, man. Like, when hip hop was, I just got to say this and salute to you, man. At a time in hip hop, man, where everybody's talking about what it means to be, a criminal or to be hardcore, is like you a gangbanger, you selling dope on the street. But then here come Chuck D coming and saying, Indiana trees hanging us instead of leaves. We hanging from the ropes by real criminals. And you brought the spotlight on what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? And I really commend you for that, Chuck, to take it there.
It was a team, and it's a team thing. And this is what we say. Other people can emulate parts of that. Look, man, people, I think MCs now in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, they can't get away with saying things that they did at 20, 19, 18. Leave it for them, but also lead it to them. So Wu-Tang, you was on tour with the Wu. I was wondering, like, wouldn't it behoove, like, RZA to say, listen, not only are you spitting, but we bringing you as the team doctor, as the Wu doctor, right?
Yeah, you got to talk to RZA. You got to talk to RZA about that, man. Go
Detroit. When you travel around, you need a doctor. Not only do you have a doctor, but you got a dude that opens up.
Yeah, man. Talk to Eminem, talk to RZA. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I came up in there. I came up with D12. You know what I'm saying? Swifty McVeigh is a mentor of mine. Kaniva, Bizarre. Shout out to the whole D12. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Royce 5'9". All them guys, man. I came up in that circle in that hip hop grind. You know what I'm saying? And it's an honor to have worked with them guys on multiple projects. But going back to the Wu-Tang, man, Ghostface Killah is the one that brought me to the whole clan. And, shout out to my man Divine 7'9", Ghost's cousin. Me and Ghostface got a record called Decapitation Chamber.
Yes, that's right. We played it on Rap Station for sure. And,
it's a little touchy subject, man, because we're talking about the current state of hip hop, and nowadays, as you know, Chuck, there's this mumble rap kind of phase going where people like to go and turn that into music. And one thing that I'm trying to get across is like, that's not it.
But Doc, you know what? That's okay. You just can't do it 3 years in a row.
Right.
After a while, you got to either go up or you got to go back down. The thing is when cats do that for a 5 to 8 year period and they look to see if they can extend it to 10, it ain't there no more. Then they turn 35, and then they have then they turn 40, and then they have the issues that we're talking about that you got to fix in a hospital.
Right. And Chuck, I want to help to change the infrastructure of what's considered hardcore. You know what I'm saying? People out here saying that, okay, it's cool for me to be slanging my dope, you know what I'm saying, and I could be a rapper at the same time. But if you have studied to become a physician and actually help and save the world, now all of a sudden that's the nerdy thing to do. That's the corny thing to do. That's not considered hard. We ain't going to give you credit or no flowers for that or credit for it. And my whole thing is, look, man, I grew up around people that sold $20 weed bags and now they're in prison for a $20 weed bag. And you telling me that's hardcore? You know what I'm saying? What about going to school and studying and educating yourself?
And if you want to talk about the United States of America not giving a damn about 2 million people incarcerated, who they looked at the virus as being like, well, they're expendable. You know, even if a cat got a traffic ticket, he gets locked down. He's susceptible to the same thing that's going around, and he could be there 2 or 3 days. And they have these things, no matter what state, you got to sign a waiver that says if you do get this illness inside by being incarcerated, that it can't be indemnified against the state.
Right.
Let's talk the titles, man, before we get into this crisis, the rap station COVID crisis hip hop town hall talk with Lazarus, aka Dr. Khan. Go to MC side, living my dream, man on a mission, underdog, fearless, open heart surgery, raw as it get. MTBK stands for?
It's a Punjabi. It stands for Mundiya to Bachke, beware of the boys in the Punjabi language. And another thing, Chuck, man, I rap in multiple languages. Hip hop is for the world, man.
Listen, we're on a rap station right now. If you go on the other side, we got 10 station channels. We got Planet Earth, Planet Rap, which is it's the only show segment in the hip hop world that plays the hip hop world. I've been saying this for the longest time. You in the United States of America, you got to understand this cat's, especially Africa, which is the future of hip hop. It's like, because it's 50 different areas, different languages, it's to braid and spit at the same time. But if you think that the best is always going to be in the United States because it started here, the same prejudice, and I'm saying hip-hop-wise or style-wise, the same prejudice that United States people have towards the rest of the world is the same way that people felt at cats coming out of New York. Because, you know, cats out of New York, man, everywhere else in the country. Nothing else qualifies, man. The same way I try to tell people across the United